I think the winners of our age, knowing the inequality data, knowing from Oxfam that 82% of new wealth generated in 2017 went to the global 1%, knowing all of that, have been determined to help, to change, to make a difference. That's why you see every bank's got an impact investment fund. Every Silicon Valley business claims it's a humanitarian project. And yet, what I think in general the winners of our age are unwilling to do is get off the man's back. They're not willing to pay higher taxes or just stop avoiding them. They're not willing to let go of their double Dutch with an Irish sandwich tax maneuver they all use. They're not willing to pay people more to do their jobs. They're not willing to stop lobbying austerity and the kinds of public policies that we know are going to hurt people but benefit financial elites. They're not willing to actually commit to the communities that have made them as companies, and which they can now effortlessly abandon by sourcing here and selling there. What does it look like to imagine the kind of change that would involve the winners of our age stepping off that guy's back or being made to step off that guy's back? Win-win sounds so great, right? Because it's like taking one victory and then just doubling it. What could be wrong with doing well by doing good? What could be wrong with all these kind of capitalism, double bottom line, triple bottom line? The win-win takes a situation, a concept that's actually derived from the world of trade. Like, you have ice cream, I have money, I want ice cream, you want money, and we do a deal. And in that narrow case, that actually is a win-win. That's exchange, that's market exchange, that's correct use of win-win. What has happened is that this concept of the win-win has been kind of jammed into the sphere of social change and making the world better and actually solving our biggest public problems where it has no business. An ice cream trade is an actual win-win situation. Feminism is not a win-win problem. A lot of men are going to have to lose a lot of power and privilege and the right to grope people at the office and have positions that their mediocrity did not actually entitle them to for that revolution to succeed. When everything is couched as a win-win, what you are really saying is that the kinds of social change that actually cost the winners something are ruled out. What you're really saying is the best kind of solutions don't ask anybody to get off anybody's back. What you're really saying is, yeah, tell women the problem is their posture. They should lean forward and raise their hand more. That way we don't have to actually pay them equally, because that would hurt shareholder value. What you're really saying is, yeah, let's have charter schools and, let's have Mark Zuckerberg give some money to a school. Because what you really don't want to do in the United States, I know this is alien here, is end the unbelievably barbaric system we have of funding public education by your local property taxes. So basically, the nicer your house, the better the education you get in America. We don't want to end that. So what the winners of our age do is get out in front of it by saying, no, I recognize the desire for more equity in education system. Let's not do higher taxes for public education, but let's do this new thing that they're promoting in Silicon Valley, where Silicon Valley companies pay for you to go to college, and then you pay them a percentage of your income, which used to be called taxation, but is now done as an app only for the luckiest students with the highest likelihood of repayment. And so I believe that this win-win thing, although it sounds so good, is actually part of the privatization of the solution of public problems. I don't think all problems need to be solved by the public. But when you look at a problem like social mobility, like the empowerment of women, like what trade has done to communities in this country and the anger that it has aroused, those are the kinds of problems that cannot be solved by really clever businesses or really fun apps or rich people who happen to be feeling generous on a particular day. Those are the kind of problems we can only solve together. And those kinds of solutions have been discredited by the fantasy of the win-win that allows the winners to keep standing on people's backs.